In football lingo, the Tooz means John Matuszak. To quarterbacks, that translates roughly into one very large, very mean individual who prided himself in decking them on a regular basis. Peter is glad he was never a quarterback.
I never was. Yes, I was a defensive end once. Not this kind of defensive end, though. John, welcome aboard. The big reason that John is here is because he has a book. It's called Cruisin with the Tooz. We'll plug the book first, and we'll talk about what's in Cruisin with the Tooz.
Football, you know, it's not exactly all football. It's about growing up in America, where your dreams and your nightmares can come true. It's about Super Bowls and making movies, and it's about life in a fast lane and things falling apart and putting it all back together.
That's one of the things. I know the people who followed you when you were a Raider. You had a reputation as a wild man, an absolute wild man, off the field as well as on the field. That's all changed.
Well, it had to, otherwise I wouldn't be here. You know, if I'd have tried to continue to live up to the image of the Tooz, which I did for a while, you know, you can really get yourself hurt. And I'm here to tell you that no matter how big and bad you are, that drugs and alcohol can knock you all the way down. So there's a reason that stuff's illegal. And I think you should stay away from it. I'm tired of hearing about athletes and drugs. Mm-hmm. You know, just like these guys on a strike now, I'm tired about hearing this too. And so many of these guys are coddled, and they're crybabies.
I noticed that was one of the things you said in the book, that athletes are coddled. Or somebody said that about you, maybe that, what was it?
Yeah, I think it was in the intro.
Somebody said it about you.
They said I might have been coddled, and I'm sure I was. But you see, playing football is really just an extension of your youth. And you don't really see what life's all about. And some of these guys, they get in a Super Bowl and they think they can write a book. And you know, you just can't do that.
Write a book. Jim McMahon, you know.
Now, Jim McMahon's different. He's at least got a personality.
He does.
This guy, he's got a great personality. Yeah. See, I've got the personality mixed with some Super Bowl experience and making movies, but also I've learned a lot about life, and I wanted to share that, and I want to set the record straight.
And there are pictures of John Matuszak at the age of 18 months old in here. He is picking up his first football. That's about right. 18 months or thereabouts?
Yeah, that was my first football that my dad gave me.
And he had no idea what was going to happen.
And he didn't support me either in high school, and it really threw me off about him. And there's a big thing about I didn't know whether he really loved me. He wanted me to just get my education. And you know, when we were growing up, and we're the era of the 60s kids, I mean, we were told, come on, don't kiss your dad goodbye anymore. You know, when you're 5, 6, 7 years old, shake like a man. You know, and it's important for kids to know that your folks love them. And it's important to give love no matter how big and bad you are.
So at this point, you're still in the movie business, right?
And loving every minute of it. Yeah. But also I do some announcing now for ESPN. I'll be doing the National Raider Charger game on ESPN the 15th of this month. And I'm West Coast correspondent for NBC.
Sounds like good stuff.
I'll be on Friday on Throb and next week on Charmings, and I'm staying busy, and this book is good. And I'm proud of it.
Thanks, John. I won't disagree with you. Cruisin with the Tooz. Julie?